Off the highlight here. So I don't think we need the Fragile Heart at this point, because we've been pretty good. We have Joni's Blessing, the Grimchild. Let's check our map. So we're going back to the Crystal Peak anyway. Oh, we get that many markers, huh? So we're going back to the Crystal Peak anyway. Unfortunately, we already did most of Green Path, but I guess I could go back to get a charm there. That will be useful. And then City of Tears. I will be returning down there for something. What will I be returning there? Ancient Basin already did. Oh, I gotta do the right side of City of Tears. So... There's a lot of options here on what I can do. But I think my next goal is probably related to what you find on the east side of the map. You know, I'll keep Fragile Heart. I'm good at the game, but I don't know. It's nice to have the extra HP. Oh. Wake up, friend. Okay, that's all my rancid eggs. That's good to know. Still no viewers, huh? Not that I mind, I guess. After all, it is kind of impromptu. Hello, little friend. Why must you hurt me so, little friend? Oh, I could have done that better. That doesn't look like it hit. First flame consumed. Oh, now we can go up here and get, King's Idol. Oh, I was expecting just a regular Wanderer's Journal. Okay. So, let's see. We're here for the storeroom key. Because I just plainly forgot it. I know it's like somewhere on the right side of a room. Like it's not something obscure. Like, I got that of all things, but not the storeroom key? Embarrassing. That's a grub. The children yearn for the mines. Such a funny phrase. Come on. So maybe it's up here? I know I checked the map not too long ago, so I should know where it is, but I don't. Maybe it's this room? Inventory. Mothman Cloak, Mantis Claw, Monarch Wings, Pale Ore, which I should deal something with. Oh man, I'd look it up, but I don't have my phone accessible at the moment. I know I won't be up there, because I have a streamer friend dead, and he already found it. It should be, like, it's something you can find in the first visit. I think I remember reading something. Maybe it's in here? It is in here. Did I? No. Surely. I missed this? And I call this my favorite game. Alright, gotta get ready for combat. Oh. Ah, dip. I think the Defender's Crest will come in handy. Shouldn't be nervous. I did do this without taking damage, so I mean I just took damage, but oh, you make me nervous. Your attack pattern is so simple, but so... Oh, thank God. dream nail you. Only got hit twice, so that's good at least. Oh, still stressful. So compass, well, do I need the compass? Oh, I guess it's easier. No harm. Fragile heart. You know what, no, I don't need fragile greed. I think I will go... The long nail, I guess? I remember some pogoing involved in the coming area. Still no viewers, huh? Ugh. You think you're dangerous to me? I just killed, like, the largest version of you. Oh, I just remembered something awful. Yep, there it is. Might as well get it. Part of me feels like maybe there's a grub in this room, but I sincerely don't remember. There's lots of grubs in this game. I did compare them to Koroks. And unlike Koroks, people actually like grubs. Well, people like Koroks too, but I don't think I'll see people crucifying a grub like they've crucified Koroks. Okay. So I still have... Is this the last one? It was. Nice. Light refracted, energy contained. Well, there is an upper and lower path, so I think maybe the lower path is first? Sorry about that non-existent chat. Ow. Oh, I just now is when I remember a cheese strat. Lovely. So has anyone ever played Yoshi's Island and remembers how you can, like, kill a boss early? You can do that here. I remember what you do here. Hallowness's crown. Sorry for the brief pause for any who watch the VOD. Checking some things real quick on Discord, so, I'll just do a thing real quick then. Alright, give me a moment for, gonna, I guess, pester some people. Oops. Alright, I'm back. So, we got everything here. I think. Like, literally everything. So, our next objective... Hi! Stream hasn't been that long. I didn't do much. I did one boss in here and got something called a pale ore at the very top of the map. In terms of story progression, haven't really done anything yet this stream. But I think I'm 100% done with this zone, which is pretty fun to think about. And now trying to think where I'm going next, because I have lots of objectives open to me right now. I haven't gone into the deep nest, like, at all. I could do that. I also... So you there, Kit, do you want to see cliffs or the cave of spiders? Either way, I think I'm heading downwards somewhat. Spiders, okay. It is really funny to me that one of the power-ups is just this dash. Because, like, in other games, you have, like, a super jump or a super dash, and, like, the way of achieving it is always, like, a little different. Like, there's more fanfare to pulling it off. Like, in Metroid, you have the Shine Spark, and you literally have to, like, build speed to get it. Pizza Tower has its little funny super jump that does require, I wouldn't say building speed, but it does require doing more than just pressing one button.
What do you have there? Why, that's the key to my storeroom. I thought I'd lost it for good. Did you find it in those old mines, perhaps? Very curious. I have no idea how it ended up in such a remote place. Very honest of you to return it to me. Yes, very kind. And now that I can open my old storeroom up, I can sell you some of the rare stock that's been gathering dust in there. These items may be a little time-worn, but they still retain their full market value. Very precious stuff. Take a look.
Gonna get the mask shard. That's pricey. Gonna get the elegant key. Can get, I guess, the other mask shard. Might as well buy it out and complete our, I think this is our third mask, so there's only one more left to get. Heavy blow. Well, I'm not going to use these charms, not really. And I'm broke now. Yippee. So I don't need the fragile heart anymore. I have HP to spare. Excuse me. But I will pick up Fragile Greed again. Because before we go to the Cave of Spiders, we're gonna go get my weapon upgraded. And to do that... Oh, there's so many road options. Let's see if I trigger the funny thing. Is he there? No. Also, welcome to the Infected Crossroads. Last stream I obtained the double jump, which if you kill... Oh, come on. If you kill one Dreamer, or you get the double jump, the Crossroads are permanently changed to the Infected variety. Many enemies change here. For example, all these Gruzzes now drip liquid, have more HP, and they explode on death. That's kind of the gimmick here. A lot of enemies explode, and enemies that explode also deal 2 mask of damage. They're very dangerous. Waha. Man, I have so many grubs already. Maybe it's enough for the funny thing? I'm gonna wait over here away from the Geo. Koroks wish they can be them. Oh my god, seriously, I have way more than I anticipated. You're not done? I'm so glad all this money doesn't despawn. Oh, now you're done. A rancid egg. 2,000 Geo. Helena Seal, which is even more money, and Grub Song. Grub Song's useful. It's not what I wanted, though. Rip. Oh, before I go to... Oh, before I go to the funny cave of spiders, do you want to see me attempt a super boss? You know what? I'll do the funny super boss. There's so many things, and it's right next to a skip travel point. Might as well. Forgotten Crossroads. So I already did one super boss last stream, the Lost Kin, because you fight a boss called the Broken Vessel for the double jump, and some bosses leave behind bodies that can then... Let me find my words. Some bosses leave behind bodies which can then be... you can find the soul, and you can use your Dream Nail to rematch that fight. Contains the gratitude of freed grubs. What do I want for... Well, I want Spell Twister. And... You know what? I'll take... What cost one thingy? Yeah, I'll show you the rematching question that I'm thinking of right now. I'll take Thorns of Agony, I guess. Unfortunately, I'm doing a Steel Soul, which in Steel Soul, if you die, you have to delete your save file. Like, you're booted to the title screen, and your save file icon becomes broken, and the only thing you have left to do is to delete it. Fortunately, the super boss I'm about to attempt does not count as an actual death if you lose against it. Oh, I know another thing I can do. Man, there's so many things to do in this game. I love it. So you can do this as soon as you have the Crystal Dash, but thematically it feels kind of appropriate to visit this spot, this disgusting spot. Yeah, it's a dream boss. I mean, there's some bosses that are ghost, but they're fought not in the dream world, so they can still kill you. But a boss you fight inside a dream, no, that's different. And now time for some combats against these gross things. Come on. There we go. The glowing womb. Breed. So we got the glowing womb. Drains the soul of its bearer and uses it to birth hatchlings. Hatchlings will sacrifice themselves. So basically, what it does is it spawns little babies if you have spare soul. And the way that it's basically like passively casting spells without having to press a button. And there are ways to power up the babies. If you combine it with a Dun Defender's charm, you know, the poop one, the babies become stinky. And stinky babies deal more damage. Sorry I described it that way, but it's funny to say stinky. So the maggot's corpse isn't here anymore. But what is here is now we can wall jump up here. We have the Dream Nail, and there's these These funny fellas. Wake up, brother. Help me. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Sorry, buddies. You're infected, and also there's exactly 2 of you for the Hunter's Journal that are required. Anyway, I'm going to attempt this boss only 3 times, because I'm not fully decked out, and don't want to just spend all my time here. There are better things to do. Oh. Ooh, already. Yikes. I should get the Shadow Dash and then rematch him. Ah! I'm so used to the boss rush mode where you have just everything, including the Shadow Dash. So that's attempt number 1. Time to see what attempt number 2 gets me. Oh, I should have kept the grub alive. I could have... Ah, well, hindsight is 20/20. Oh. Ugh. There's barely enough time to dash under him. Barely enough time to avoid that, too. Okay, so here's a funny exploit. You can Dream Nail him, bonk him in the head, on the back, Dream Nail him, bonk him on the back. You can do this infinitely. So, it's slow, and probably not that exciting for stream. Oh, that... I deserve that. Point is, as I was saying, you can exploit the fact that the timer for him standing back up does get reset anytime he is hit. Not by the Dream Nail, though, because that doesn't count as damage, but even if you dink off his shell, it counts towards resetting that timer. Ugh. Alright, that was a 3rd attempt, right? Alright, I'm gonna move on. I don't want to keep doing that. It was a valiant effort, though. Also, I suspect I might be getting a phone call soon. Maybe. I can hear my mom's phone ringing in the distance. And whenever she misses a call, I'm the person they call next. It's also getting really windy outside. Not sure if my mic might pick it up. Oh, it's raining! Sounds like rain, at least. Yep, it's raining. compass again. Fragile heart. Let me check my map. I was going to the resting grounds, that's right. And what other charms was I gonna equip? You and... Sure, we'll keep Spell Twister. Oh, I can't go down from here. I was gonna go the long way to the resting grounds, but I guess I should skip travel instead. Oh man, I hope my mic isn't picking up the rain. Because my window's right next to our driveway, which is inside the property, and the vehicles are shielded by like an aluminum roofing, so heavy rain is going to be really noisy.
Ah, Wielder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the dream nail. Ah, it holds over 200 essence. You're proving your talent in its collection. Have you seen the great door just outside? My tribe closed it long ago and forbade its opening. Ah, but as far as I can tell, I'm the only member of my tribe still breathing. That means I didn't feel bad about breaking... That means I didn't feel bad about breaking that taboo. As proof of my belief in you, I'll open the door. There, the door is open, and you can enter the glade beyond it.
Give me a moment. Hello, sorry for the interruption. Had to deal with some stuff.
The door is open and you can enter the glade beyond it. Listen closely in there and you may hear the utterings of bugs long gone.
So you've collected 300 essence.
You certainly made my dreary work here more exciting. Being the caretaker of this place hasn't been very stimulating. I shouldn't complain, though. Tending these graves and guiding the wielder, all penance for old crimes. Certain things have to be kept in balance. Take this trinket for your efforts and return with 500 essence.
There we go. That's what I wanted. Pluck from one of my most precious memories is charm, blah blah blah, dream wielder. We're not going to read everything. You have 700 essence. I wonder whether dreamers are watching you as they work or even the old king.
That lock of theirs, desperate, but very clever. I wonder how long they thought it could hold. I hold no disdain for them, though. As history goes on, I grow numb to its repetitions. Take your gift and continue collecting essence. Once you have 900, come back and visit.
Alright, so we have the pale ore, all I wanted. And this opened up, the Spirit's Glade. Technically there's a boss fight in here. I'm not doing it. The bugs within this glade are under my watch. Treat them with respect and you may remain, but raise your nail and you'll contend with me. Revik, by Revik. I assure you, Wanderer, my nails sharp and I'll not hold back. These are all Kickstarter NPCs. They're cute.
Buy my cookies, they're ever so tasty.
Beware your own mind, little one. Twisted minds breed dark deeds, and mine was more twisted than most. I thought it would be my end, but instead I found this glade, and with it a sort of peace. Do you think dark thoughts, little one, when hidden behind a visage and as impassive as your own? I find it hard to tell. Oh god, do they have 2 each?
Buy my cookies. Once I've sold them all, I can go home.
Oh, that's sad. If you dream nail any of those ghosts, Revik will start attacking you until you leave. It's not really worth it. Dr. Chegex. I used to help others. They were brought to me sick and dying. What difference did it make? Any victory against death will always be temporary. What a gloomy thought.
Don't fear, little creature. Though a violent rage once possessed me, the peaceful air in this place seems to keep it at bay. My appearance should not cause you worry. Here I am truly at peace.
Are you a warrior, little one? A true warrior is one who can stand strong in the midst of the storm. Stand strong, little warrior.
I was once obsessed with power through my time within this glade. Though my time within this glade has shed me of such desire. What folly it was to ever crave such a vicious thing. Seeking power is a hollow goal. Best to search for other things.
So it is 2 dialogue per.
We're always left with reminders of the errors we've made. Let your mistakes not burden you, but serve as guideposts on where not to travel. These husks are on my neck. They're my precious friends. Always there to keep me company, and much better for conversation than the rest of the odd lot around here.
Morbid.
Do you like my nails, little wanderer? I carry only 3, far less than legends may suggest.
100 nail warrior. Is it only 3? It is only 3. He's just a spiky bug. Ah, cool. If anyone's ever curious and wants to see really spiky bugs, I recommend googling the Scytheronia genus of caterpillars, also known as the hickory horned devil. And there's other caterpillars and moths in that group. Really funny. They're very spiky caterpillars, but once they go through metamorphosis, their adult forms are really fluffy. Do you like my nails, little wanderer? I carry only 3, far less than legends may suggest. Still, each is sharper than the last, and I'd require only 1 to cut you down. Aren't my nails the most wonderful things, the gleaming blades so sharp and deadly? Karina by Karina Weber.
Are you admiring my fabulous markings? I am of a distinguished species, you see, though I've not seen another like me for the longest time. You don't seem to bear the markings of rank, though you bear no markings of a lower form. What are you? Do tell me, are you a higher being or just another lowly grub?
Perpetuous New by Perpetual Noob. Are you enjoying your time in our glade? I'd offer advice, though to have made it here, you're obviously quite adept at navigating our world and its perils. You're very impressive for such a small thing. I'm something of a warrior myself, though even I'd hesitate to raise my nail against you. Molten. Don't fear my rotting form. Though my body sheds and changes, my core remains the same. Oh.
Magnus Strong. All of life's problems can be solved with crushing force. Such a simple mantra, and one I've always lived by. If you aren't so scrawny, I'd suggest you follow my example. Remember, Tiny Bug, crush your fears, crush your problems, crush your foes.
Waldy by David Waldy. Don't judge me by my appearance. Though my stature is small, I bear a dark soul and a tendency... Oh, he's an edgelord. Give me a moment.
Don't judge me by my appearance. Though my stature is small, I bear a dark soul and a tendency to go berserk in battle. You wouldn't have the guts to face me anyway.
All are decapitated. Don't make jokes. Hark, fellow adventurer. Are you heading out into the world? I'd join you, but it's been so long. I'd fear I'd lose my head. I'm envious of you, facing this world without fear. I could stand to learn from your approach.
Watch out! I've an acidic touch, and I wouldn't want you getting burned. It's a protection system of my kind, though sometimes something of a nuisance when it comes to meeting others. Don't get too close. I'd not wish to cause any harm.
There are bugs, kind of like frogs that do have poisonous skin. They're uncommon. They usually have warning colors too. Some millipedes have that. You look like a spider. Hex. I'll see you soon, she said. But that was long ago. I wonder where she went. Go bother someone else. You're not the one I'm waiting for. Ah, a wanderer. I've been many places, and I've done a great many things, but I suspect you will outdo me by far. I've long ceased traveling in the caverns of Hallownest, and I suspect they're now far more dangerous than in my journeys. Though with your capable air, I'm sure you'll do fine. Good luck. It's a vast world out there. You find it strange to see a moth wielding a weapon? We are a passive species, though. I am not the only one amongst us to take up arms. Another braved the edges of this world, hoping to uncover a truth long forgotten. I wonder what became of him. Oh! Another moth wielding a weapon. And that moth is using the Dream Shield. I never made that connection.
Boss, I came from far away to reach this place. While my shell may seem foreign, beneath I am a bug, same as you. You too are a warrior? I see your nail, but your shell seems underdeveloped. In your current state, to travel a land as dangerous as this seems unwise.
And... is that all of them? That was all of them. That was fun to voice through. But we have one more secret to share in this area. So this is basically the Kickstarter backer cave. You have these moths right here and a king's idol. Can I dream mail you? But if you stand up here, you can dream mail this statue. It's quite an obscure secret. Oh, heavy rain's pouring down. You who pry even into the most hidden of dreams, take heed. Recorded within this shrine are utterings from another world. Though the words may seem strange, remember, they come from minds different to ours. The minds of a group united in mysterious cause. To believe To believe or disbelieve, the choice is yours. Yeah, this is a very obscure place. If I was a Kickstarter backer, and this would be kind of mad, but also, cool secret. I am not reading every single one of these, but Michael Clemmer, philosopher. Matthew Gooley, 1, 2, 3, go. Berserker the hero. A hero is someone that does more than just help others in need. Murmuring depths. Breathe close upon the ashes. It may be the flames will flare. So, yeah, this is all Kickstarter backer content. I don't remember all the tiers. But there is a bunch of stuff that is Kickstarter related. Any ghost NPCs are Kickstarter backer characters. Oh, and you can break them if you're an asshole. They're not permanent like killing ghosts, though. So Kickstarter backers, this seems like something that'd be kind of low tier. Some backers could design characters. Some of these characters would be ghost. Some characters would also be. So you have the dreamers, the warrior dreams, and the regular dreams, and such. So dang, I'm struggling to find my words. So Kickstarter, like, you can turn on Kickstarter backer credits, and you'll see that a lot of characters are made by Kickstarter backers. So you have the Ghost, which they don't really do much. They just kind of exist, except for Revok, who's an actual warrior boss. Kind of a simple one. They're not really worth fighting. So you have Revok, and then aside from you have the Dream Warriors, such as Zero, which we fought here. So some Kickstarter backers got to make actual bosses, which most of them, I think all of the Warrior Dreams are Kickstarter backer bosses. Some Kickstarters got to make NPCs that are actually part of the story. These include Cloth, and I believe Tiso is also a Kickstarter character, though Tiso's role in the story is minimal compared to Cloth. Oh, you could become so much easier once we have a Shadow Dash. Oh, you're such a menace. I did not click up. Oh, jeez. I should heal. I should heal. I should heal. That would have been a terrible place to end my run. But now we're gonna go to the City of Tears. And I believe there's more pale ore we can get right now. At least 2 of them, actually. Well, we'll hit one on our way to the Cave of Spiders. So now we're in the second half of the City of Tears. What charms do I have? In the second half of City of Tears, you'll find all these rich husk, you know, people or rope. Sorry, I need to live. I need to live. I don't want to die 6 streams in. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, that was close. I'm not doing this. I'm only here to get the stag station and something else. Anyway, we're in the rich we're in, like, I'd say this is like the proper city section of the City of Tears. Like, this is where all the aristocratic bugs used to be. Or well, they still are. if you ever need to farm money, this is the best spot in the game to do so. Because these are aristocrats, they drop a lot more geo than the standard enemy, and they're pretty easy to kill. I say as I keep getting attacked by them. They're pretty easy to kill if you turn on the greed. If you equip the greed charm, you will get a bunch of money. And now we're in the King Station, which I want to check my map. Is it? Oh man, it would have been cool if it was like directly parallel to the Queen's Station, but they more or less are. Like in terms of design. Yep. And the reason I wanted to come to this Stag Station, well, aside to unlock this skip travel point, you can access a new area from here. We're not going to do that area yet. But I do want to get this skip travel point. Toll machine with a symbol of a stag. And switch out Spell Twister for the Grimchild. Yeah, City of Tears is big enough to have 2 stag stations. Nice.
Little one, we stand.
I'm gonna sip some water. I can feel that hurting my throat.
Little one, we stand in the King's Station, named of course for the King of Hallownest, he who ordered the building of the stagways and stations.
Oh, never mind. My poor throat.
The king never rode the stagways himself, but I've heard he was a glorious bug to behold, bright and radiant in visage, so much so it hurt to look at him.
The game's not too quiet, is it? I can increase the volume. So we're going to the city storerooms. Oh man, that cough made me tear up. Ugh. You know, I think I'll raise the game volume a teensy bit. You can hear it, yeah. Yeah, because I do check my VODs, and sometimes I notice, oh, sometimes I'm like too loud, sometimes I'm like too quiet. It's a hard balance to obtain. Come on. Just a funny little guy. Come on, I'm just a funny little guy. It's my birthday. Have you guys ever seen that post? Where it's a guy who's like, oh, I'm short, but like it's a guy who's short. He picks fights, but he always like diffuses the situation by going, I'm just a little guy. Leave me alone. That's the vibe I'm getting from these little dudes. Flame consumed. And now we can go down south. Or just down. I wouldn't say down south, because it is down. A lot of the infected variety of enemies replace the regular husk over in the crossroads. And you do need quite a few kills for these. But, I mean, I'm not going for 100% with the Hunter's Journal, unless I'm, like, crazy close to it. You know, like, have you guys ever done, like, have you ever had a game where you're like, you didn't go in with the intent to be a completionist, but you're like 1 or 2 things away from 100%, so you're like, might as well do it. I'm kind of like that sometimes. Like, I could get the Platinum Trophy for Sonic Frontiers, but I'm lazy. Sonic Frontiers Platinum Trophy is probably one of my least favorite things, because it involves maxing out every stat, which requires... If you haven't played Sonic Frontiers, it has a level up system, and that level up system is bad. I feel mean saying that, but it's just... It is bad, because you have to talk to an NPC with resources, and you can only level up one thing at a time. And each of these stats maxes out to 100. So you have to go through this menu 100 times for 2 separate stats. Oh, you returned. I see you have some pale ore. Rare fine metal. That. Give me the ore and some there, that's my impression of the bug talk. As you wish. I'll get to work then. There we go. The reforging is complete. I've added a channel to your nail. It should cut much more efficiently. You'll find it stronger than it used to be. And we can upgrade it immediately. So you have some I can't say the word pale ore. There. Oh, we're 200 short. Well, time to go kill rich people. I mean, I don't need the upgrade. I'm good at the game. I promise. Oh, we don't need to kill rich people. We can just go with Lem. Nice, now the husk. Oh wait, they still died in 2 hits. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. You guys die in 2 hits now instead, and 3 hits instead of 4. When you're first here, they take like 5 hits. It's nice that this game gives you really a tangible feeling of getting better. Hello, Nest Seal. You're a talented collector, alright. The best I've met. If you keep it up. If you keep at it, I worry I'll run out of space in my shop. The King's Idol. If you look closely, each of these idols is subtly different. There are fine engravings about them that take some time to decipher. I suspect each was tailored to the owner, a personalized symbol of the King's omnipotence. Another King's Idol. Have you visited the remnants of his palace? It's down below the city, in the bedrock of the kingdom. It must have been an impressive sight in this time. Now there's nothing left. It's a strange thing, though. There are no signs of conflict around the area. It's as though the whole place just vanished. Family Artred. The King's Idol. I've often wondered the true visage of the king. Depictions are of an imposing gleaming figure in a fiercely horned crown. I suspect there's much embellishment in the imagery, though. The ruler seeking worship tends to hide their blemishes. It'd do no good to appear a common bug. So now we can definitely afford our final nail upgrade. And then we can go to the spider cave! Yay! Oh, you know. Oh, and then there's another source of big geo. Oh, there's so many things to do, but I want to go to the spider cave. Oh! Oh, there is one thing I can do on the way to the spider cave. Such a meaty thwack. Here we are. The reforging is complete. I have modified the nail to spiral form. A very tricky task it was. You'll find it stronger than ever before. Off you go now. Cut your way forward. Oh, I didn't show the here's a coiled nail. What the channel and coil does to help it, I don't know. I guess it's more serrated. Let's test. 1, 2. I'm so powerful now. So we're gonna go down to the Royal Waterways, fight a boss, and then from the Royal Waterways, go through the fungal waste, and through the waste get to Deep Nest. you got the journal entry for that bug. And I guess next time we see a bunch, I'll unequip the Grimchild. The next flame's pretty far away, and the Grimchild doesn't do DPS yet. Where is that boss I'm thinking of? It's probably directly downward. So last stream I talked a lot about water treatment and how I genuinely don't see the actual methods of water treatment in any of this area. Maybe. So in actual water treatment, a lot of it is time dependent. If you do flocculation and coagulation, which is basically you add chemicals so all the nasty stuff coagulates and becomes a big thing, you're just letting gravity do its thing. Like, stuff coagulates and then it forms what are called flocks for the sake of gravity filtering out all the nasty. Or you can use sand filtration, which is still time dependent. Basically, most water treatment is time dependent. Oh, you're just a random water hole. I do see all this trash. Oh, we got some essence from those enemies. So the reason I'm coming down here is that there's those flying worm enemies, and for a boss fight here, it's important being able to kill these enemies in one hit. It makes the boss so much easier. Also, you can kill these tiny worms for soul. Can you dream nail them? No. I don't have enough bug knowledge to tell you if the flukes are, like, plausible. So that's that. Where's the boss room? I know it's, like, under here. It's not, like, crazy hidden. Like, this indicates the right path to the boss room. Oh. Well, that wasn't hard. Time for canonically attractive boss. Like, you're so gross. The Fluke Marm. Personally, when it comes to Marms, I prefer the Guild variety. So as I said, it's important to be able to kill those ads in one hit to make this boss fight much more manageable. And now it's dead. And also the charm landed all the way up here for some reason. Fluke Nest. That turns your regular spell into a bunch of worms. And I believe it's technically more... It both is and isn't more damage. You have to be, like, up and close and personal to use it effectively. Basically, if you hit... It's weird. It basically turns your projectile into a bunch of worms that attack in an arc. And if those worms properly hit, canonically attractive. Yes, sorry, I didn't see your comment. So, let's see. Charms... An insatiable breeder has populated the waterways with its kinds. Its insides double as a nest for young fluke flies. The desire to breed, to leave behind a memory of ourselves in the shape of a child, seems to be etched deep into the heart of every living creature. I too have felt the pull of that base instinct. I believe it's the charm that implies this. There's gotta be some dialogue somewhere. Oh, I don't like those noises. You probably heard those noises. Kudos to the sound designer for making me uncomfortable. I may be misremembering the fluke marm stuff as part of a joke. Oops. We can unequip you. And I'll show it just for the sake of showing it. See? Worms. And I believe, actually, this... all of these synergize. Yep, we have fat, exploding babies. Oh. Yeah, some charms have really funny synergies like that. Maybe I can keep the glowing womb on. But I'm not sure, because I do want my heals. Oh, if you sit at a bench long enough, the babies do rest with you. Disgusting, disgusting babies. What do I want to carry with me? So Defender's Crest, you leave an odor. It does DPS. It does synergize with the Spore Shroom. I'll show that. It's a funny synergy. And I'll take Fragile Heart. Better safe than sorry, as usual. And how much is Gathering Swarm? It's 1. I'll keep Gathering Swarm. Why not? Oh, wrong way. We could skip travel to... Wait, it is... Never mind, I was going the right way. We could skip travel to where I want to go. I guess I should, but it's right there. Hello, roundy boys. You make the most. I wonder how they went about recording these noises. Just sorry if that made anyone uncomfortable. I wonder if my mic even captured it that well at all. If I had a good mic, I'd be a menace. Oh, wrong way. I should heal. I mean, I'd probably, like, yes and no. Oh, there you saw. The Spore Shroom usually gives spores that deal a little damage. Defender's Crest, combined with the Spore Shroom, combines your stink with, the spores. We're off to see the spiders, the creepy spider cave. Nobody... Sorry for the long sigh. I should have stayed in the City of Tears. So there is one major collectible I could have gotten over in the City of Tears, and I missed it. So I'll be doing that first. So I'll be useful in the long run. Wait. Oh, that's so rude. When you beat the area, these dudes stop attacking you unless you hit them first. And you can just do that? Oh, It's both funny and really gross at the same time. Oh, I just realized we missed an opportunity to talk to one NPC. So there's an obscure NPC. I'm not sure how you're supposed to get to them normally. Because there's an area called the Overgrown Mound, something like that. And there's this like funny dude who's just like, oh, he's like a mothy dude who worships the infection. But once the infection gets further, you do find him dead. Sorry I'm stinky, friends. I could go to the fungal core, but I don't want to. Yeah, having the acid resistance and the double jump just opens up so many things. Too many things, in my opinion. And by that, I mean too many things for the sake of running around being a completionist. I mean, my goal isn't even completion for this playthrough. My goal is just beat Steel Soul mode for once. But if this was the Switch or any, like, so the PlayStation version lacks like half of the trophies. You can get every trophy in the PlayStation version in one playthrough. Meanwhile, on the Switch, you do have achievements for speedrunning, completion, etc. And there is an achievement for getting 100% in Steel Soul mode. Anyway, the reason I want to go back to the City of Tears is because we have the Elegant Key. And we can go use that now. And I believe it is pretty important we go do that as soon as possible. I have some DMs. Okay, sorry. Yeah, Soul Sinkin's close enough, I guess. Sorry for the detours for anyone who wanted to use it to see the Spider Cave. I'm sure people want to see the Spider Cave. I do. I like spiders. Totally not an unsettling space at all. I have to do the dream route here, or is it the whispering route? But I don't wanna. They're boring. Fortunately, the thing we want is just up this shaft. Not sure why I changed my voice there. Insert the Elegant Key, of course. I believe. Hi. So this is in the boss rush. This dude is in the boss rush mode, even though he is a mini boss. And in the boss rush mode, if you do the harder version of him, it's the version that spawns these little guys. He's a joke once you get the Shadow Dash. I mean, he still is a joke anyway. Amazed that the game considers him worthy of a boss slot in boss rush mode. I want to open this first. Oh, I see. That just drops us back down. We can't dreammail you, huh? A figure connected to a device. Examine closely. And so our vengeful spirit is now the Shade Soul. So our normal spell is now more powerful, which will be useful in the area to come. Map updated. Let's go. I wish there was a super jump. Not that there's any, like, easy gaps to ascend here. But I guess they wouldn't add Shine Sparking to this game. That'd be overpowered. There's a lot of there's a lot more verticality than the typical Metroidvania. And by more verticality, I mean within the rooms themselves. Typically in Metroid, like for example Metroid games, there could be vertical rooms. Oh, yeah. He is eating a corpse. Or parts of a corpse. Please, not food. The little creature looks tasty. I wonder, should I eat it? The others around here were awfully bland. Where was I? I lost my train of thought because of a funny bug. Oh, typical Metroid games, they have some vertical rooms, but there are moments in Metroid games where... like, oh, you have a Shine Spark and you can, like, catch something that's, like, way above you. Super Metroid's first, like, literal first room comes to mind. And then in Hollow Knight, there's a lot of verticality within, like, even the moment-to-moment platforming. Like, yeah, there's platformers in Metroid, there's platforming in Metroidvanias, but I don't know, something about Hollow Knight feels really different compared to Metroid or Castlevania. Also, you wouldn't play, don't play Castlevania for the platforming. Also, don't play Castlevania. I'm sorry, I don't like Symphony of the Night. I'm boring. Like, it's not a bad game, but it's boring. Well, I want to say boring. The problem with Igavanias, as they're called, named, I believe, after their director, as he started with Symphony of the Night. The Igavanias include... Symphony of the Night. It's the game immediately after, which is Circle of the Moon for the Game Boy. Harmony of Dissonance, also for the Game Boy Advance. Aria of Sorrow, and then you get the 3DS ones, which are Dawn of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, and Order of Ecclesia. Those were all directed by the same guy, and they're, if you want to like do a mouthful with them, they're the Metroidvania Castlevanias. But I believe the Castlevania fandom itself just calls them the Igavanias. Anyway, the problem with Igavanias that I have is that the action is really good. The progression itself tends to suck. Like, Symphony of the Night is fun, I like the combat, but Symphony of the Night takes you up and down the map too much. By that I mean, let's use Hollow Knight as an example. So Symphony of the Night has this like, oh, you start somewhere, like, if we treated it as a square, similar to like how this map, like the layers, Symphony of the Night starts you like in the middle, and it's just like, alright, your power-up is still in the middle, then your next power-up is at the very top, you get that power-up, and it's just like, oops, next power-up is all the way to the bottom, back to the top, suddenly you're like, it takes you around way too much in a very not satisfying way. And then getting the true ending is really cryptic, versus Hollow Knight, where it's just like, okay, you start Howling Cliffs, Dirtmouth, Forgotten Crossroads, Green Path, then you go to the Fungal Waste. From the Fungal Waste, City of Tears. Like, after you get the wall jump, you can do basically anything you want, but it's pretty linear from there. Howling Cliffs, Dirtmouth, Crossroads, go to Green Path, Fungal Waste. And then from Fungal Waste, you have the option to go to the City of Tears, which is what the game implies it wants you to do. From the City of Tears, you can go back up the Forgotten Crossroads, because now you have the wall jump. You get the ground pound in the City of Tears. Then you can go back up, and now you have the ground pound, you can go to the Crystal Peak. And once you get the thing in the Crystal Peak, you can fall into the resting grounds, and then the rest of the game is just as open as you want it to be. Versus something like Symphony of the Night, where there is only one path forward, and that path really sucks. And it sucks even more because Symphony of the Night has an RPG system, and you sometimes do have to level grind. And it sucks to level grind in that game because the powerful enemies are... It's a really mean game. I don't like Symphony of the Night. Symphony of the Night is a game I'd recommend playing once, and that's about it. Or at least get halfway through. Anyway, you come to the Fungal Core. There's this NPC. Pale Worm. What good to foresee a demise unavoidable? So we found the ruler of the mushrooms. I don't even know if there's any like significant collectible here. It is just mushrooms. Oh, now I remember the significant collectible. A piece of heart. So we're finally in Deep Nest, the place I promised we would be going. To get in here, you can either fall from the top or defeat the Mantis Lords. From where it says Fungal Waste, you can find a collapsible floor right under the Queen's Station. Not sure how you get there normally. I like never enter through the top. I always enter the Deep Nest through the bottom. Oh, it's also the Centipede Cave. You can tell these are centipedes. Are they centipedes? Yes and no. I'm gonna be a nerd. So centipedes are the only... So only centipedes have the mandibles like these. But what also distinguishes centipedes from millipedes is the amount of legs per body segment. And these would not... Because centipedes and millipedes are technically not the same family. They are arthropods, and they are distantly related. But they're distantly related in the same way a arachnid is to an insect. Where, yes, they're all arthropods, but they are a different order, almost. And millipedes, centipedes are flatter. They have the false teeth. Like, they have legs to fake teeth. But they have only one pair of legs per body segment. And these enemies, sorry for being a nerd, have two per body segment. So, in terms of taxonomy, this is both a centipede and a millipede, which, no, not really. It's more centipede than it is millipede. Really, it's only the leg thing that makes it not a centipede. Millipedes also always have rounder bodies. Centipedes are always flatter. Also, most millipedes are not predators. They are vegetarians. They don't really hunt any other insect. Versus centipedes, centipedes are brutal. Very brutal. One of my favorite arachnids, the Vinegaroon, aka the whip scorpion. The Vinegaroon I like, and it's my favorite, specifically because of a Vinegaroon can OKO a centipede, just easy. I don't remember what documentary channel, but there's this series, or there was, I'm not sure, called Monster Bug Wars, and they have a lot of uploads on YouTube, and they have a compilation of just centipede fights, like centipedes fighting other insects, and in that compilation, the centipedes only lose twice. One of those losses was a narrow loss. It's a spider that captures its prey in silk. How many of you guys are there? It's a spider that captures its prey in silk, and to defeat the centipede, it basically used all of its silk. Like, not hyperbole, like literally, the spider barely survived the encounter. And the other defeater of centipedes was the Vinegaroon. And the Vinegaroon did it with zero issue. And I like that. Centipedes are of course nerfed by birds. Really most arthropods are. I usually like arthropods, but centipedes are like my exception. I don't like centipedes. They're dangerous. They're fast. That's my issue with centipedes. They're too fast. Also, I'm not sure what's the deal with these bugs. They remind me of silverfish, kinda, but they wouldn't be... No, they wouldn't be insects to begin with. They have more than 6 legs. So I believe I have a friend who's also streaming Hollow Knight occasionally, Dead End Dragon, and I missed it on his stream, but apparently he fell into Deep Nest. Did I always just miss this wall? Is it breakable on both sides? I genuinely don't know. It has to be, because you're able to find... You're able to get to this place pretty early. But now everyone's dead. Corpse of a mossy vagabond. It's an aggressive enemy. Blazing right. And I believe... There's something here. But it's not there. Ugh. Back into the pit of spiders we go. Whether we want to or not. I know there's a grub around this general vicinity. I'm too lazy to find it. Not that I need any more grubs. Because we could get the final nail upgrade, hypothetically. But, so I guess I could skip a boss. that I am approaching. Because there's 6 pale ores in the game. We already picked up 3 of them, and it's an incremental upgrade. The first upgrade requires 1 ore, then it's 2, and then the final upgrade requires the remaining 3. And if we want to, you know, be good enough to do the end game, we already are. Yeah, because one of the pale ores requires going to the Colosseum of Fools, which it's doable. I could do it. I'm pretty good at the game. But the Colosseum is really risky because it's just a gauntlet of enemies with no break. I don't remember if you get the pale ore in the first or second trial. Because I know it's in the second trial, yeah. Because the first trial gives you a charm notch. And the second trial gives you a pale ore, and the third trial gives you nothing. It gives you bragging rights. Like literally, it just gives you the mark of the fool, and that does literally nothing tangible. Back when Godmaster released, back when Godmaster released for the first time, if you wanted to unlock the Pantheons, you had to do the bosses required, like, within them. And the boss of the third trial, the Trial of Fools, used to be required for the third Pantheon, which sucks because if you want to unlock Godmaster mode, which is the boss rush mode without having to physically travel to it, if you want to unlock Godmaster mode, you had to do the first 3 Pantheons. So at launch, that final DLC required beating a boss from the hardest challenge in the game. Which, you know, not particularly fun. Can't do anything that away. So we go to the left. To the left. Oh, we defeat Husk instantly now. Nice. And then they turn into that. Let's see, is that the only way to get up there? No. But it is a way. Are you a mimic? No, you're not. You're just a friend. Missed you. How? My face. It was looking up, waiting for us. Don't run. Brother. Shortcut for reasons. come back. Dearest. How? Hello. You're easy. Like, it's a threatening boss, I guess. Amazed that this is the only boss in Deep Nest. It's spider-ish, but not really. Like, it sure has long legs and claws. But I wouldn't really describe it as like a spider. He's spooky, but it's the type of like... So I'm not scared of spiders, but I do understand why. They're like, they got the spindly legs, they feel otherworldly compared to other animals. But the thing with fictional creatures is that sometimes you see a creature like this that is so different compared to anything possible in reality that you're able to suspend your disbelief at something like this existing enough to like not be scared of it. And you know, it's like the difference between being creeped out by spiders and then you play Monster Hunter and you don't find any of those spider bosses that particularly creepy. Because they're not like real spiders. Real spider isn't quite like them. There you go. Die, bitch. And for our efforts, a pale ore. Only 2 remain. Sad implication with so many vessels captured. I could just skip all the way to the bench by quitting the game, doing the little funny exploit, but I don't want to. Even though there's no collectibles here. I mean, I guess I could. Got the area mapped at least. Yeah, but it's such an easy trek back. I do have a planned stopping point for stream, and it will be when we reach the Dreamer. Hera the Beast. Or, well, there's an H at the end, so maybe it's Hera? I don't know. There's also 2 R's. Hera. You also want to get the tram pass. Friend! Wow! Wow! You're welcome. Killed them with the stink. Should I save him or leave him to die? Because if I save him, that triggers an event I don't like. Well, technically it doesn't trigger the event. but it contributes to the event triggering. See, because ultimately you can get a good ending out of what he triggers. But at the same time, I don't know. I'd rather Bretta admire us, a mute, than an asshole who's a glory stealer. We'll save him on our way back. You dream me all these bugs and their dialogue is along the lines of, "No, the king, we can't do this. You gotta stop." But kings having their hubris, he does so anyway. I don't understand this enemy. Did I kill it with my stink? I guess I did. That reminded me, I was watching a playthrough of Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, and the Tellius games, which are the games with Ike in them, you can forge special weapons, and you can name them, and the streamer I was watching named his weapon. He got a unit in the game he was afraid of being too OP, so he gave him a purposely bad weapon, because the way the game works is you can spend less, you can make your weapon cheaper by making it worse, which is what he did. So he gave a very OP character the weakest weapon in the game to make him not steal kills, and he named the weapon Stinko Jim. And hilariously, this did not stop the character from being overpowered. Like, imagine being like the general of an army, and your legendary weapon is referred to as, "Oh, here he comes, the wielder of Stinko Jim." By the end game, when they kept the character for real and wanted him to be powerful, they gave him a good weapon, and at first I think it was a vile and putrid Jim as the evolutions. Long live Stinko Jim. Anyway, we've got the tram pass, which is, in a way, a traversal upgrade. It technically doesn't give us access to anything we can't access already. In a way. I guess there's one area that kind of indirectly lets you access. And now we should be able to save Zote. Assuming the game didn't just, like, kill him for me. God, that'd be funny. The corpse died down there, and then... That's funny. Oh! Well, I don't need that GM. Further we descend. Wait, did it respawn me all the way back there? That's rude. Sorry for people who have arachnophobia. I hope this isn't too disturbing. Man, the controller rumbles so much. I bet that freaked it. Oh, you're running from me? Bold. See, this place makes me more like, again, like, because of the art style, and I know it's a video game, I'm not, like, creeped out by any of this. This is just boring, regular, like, it's just too video gamey for me to be creeped out. It doesn't even trigger my misophonia. It's just like, you know what does make my misophonia go wild? Resident Evil, but like in a good way. Mr. X is funny. I should save Zote, but I don't remember how. Like, I know I have, like... Like, I know I can approach him from the left to the right. And that's... You can also approach him from above? We already got the... Alright. Don't hear any crumbly ground. I think we rescue him from above. I might as well update our map. Yeah, here's what I was thinking of. And now we can go save Zote. Oh, this is technically a gauntlet, I guess. If you want to call it that. Oh, I need soul. If I'm not even spooked and these enemies are like hardly a menace, can you even call it a gauntlet? You're gonna be ungrateful, and I'm gonna regret this. Enjoy my stink.
Hoy, what are you doing, you clumsy little oaf, swinging your rusty little nail around in the darkness? You almost struck me.
I would if I could.
And if you had, it would have been the end of you, trust me. I am Zote the Mighty.
This is our fourth time meeting, bud.
A knight of great renown, my weapon, Life Ender, has struck down hundreds of foes. Be gone or you'll be next. Are you lost in these dark tunnels? I don't care. No, I won't lead you out. I know the way, due to my powerful memory, but I only travel alone. Be gone. So the kingdom was hiding this darkness full of deadly predators. Well, now the deadliest predator of all is here. Zote the Mighty.
Zote would be perfect for like one of those comedy movies where a character is like basically in the wrong genre. You know what I mean? Like Beavis and Beavis and Butthead Do America the movie or whatever it's called. That's an example of just like, hey, it's like, it's really funny when a character who isn't in an area. Let me find my wording. I like it when a character, I like the comedies where it's a character who just kind of accidentally fumbles their way into success. Which is what Zote feels like it could be. But instead, Zote, instead of like by sheer happenstance being saved, like I'd like Zote better if it's just like It'd be way funnier if by the time we get to Zote, he actually did get out of the web, and he'd be like, oh, no need, because then he'd have a reason to be cocky. But as it stands, he doesn't, because... Wait a minute. Oh, this is the path forward. We'll just... Okay. Man, the path to Nosk is real thick. Sorry for describing it that way. Like, it's a series of, like, winding tunnels, yet on the map it's all... Is this the Warrior Dream? It is! But I'm low HP. I've had him end my Steel Soul attempts before. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna farm for some soul and then come back and fight him. But where? Oh. Ugh. Well, I could go to the bench. I guess I'm going to the bench. I'm like genuinely just a tad tired. Bench, and I've had enough of showing that, so we don't really need you anymore. So I'm gonna be funny. You could also be useful, but nah. I'll just take the extra HP and extra attack. Be OP. Yeah, I'm basically mapping out everything pretty thoroughly. Technically not even my intent. I know this game well enough where it's just like, I'm at a point where with my power-ups I can do everything in one go. Even though I don't require everything, and I don't really get anything out of it, because I can't even get the achievement in this version of this game. How thorough I've been, you mean? That's impressive? Yeah, like, I guess if you know a game well enough to like accidentally 100% it, that is impressive. Let's figure out a voice for this guy. Gonna get a sip of water, haven't hydrated in a while. Galien by Zachary Verdon.
Oh, a fellow warrior out here.
Actually, I'm gonna try to go as deep as I can.
Oh, a fellow warrior out here? I thought I was the only one brave enough and strong enough to survive in this foul forgotten pit. I am Galien, the strongest warrior in Hallownest. I come to this monstrous place to test my strength. No doubt you wish to test your might as well, hmm? Yes, you and I are a rare breed, quite unlike this poor fellow who has fallen before us. The world is not kind to the weak, I fear. So then, shall we do battle? Let us test our strength in joyful combat.
The only reason I'm doing this fight is that I've done it so many times because of practicing boss rush mode right before, like, properly entering Steel Soul mode. See, we're already a third of the way through. So I recently Googled and investigated how Fragile Strength works. Fragile Strength is multiplicative, so it technically gets stronger the more upgrades you have.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I am defeated at last. So this is what it feels like to be bested. Still though, I am strong, am I not? When you see our king, surely you'll tell him of my valor. Yes, he sent you here to test me, didn't he? I knew he had not forgotten brave Galeon. I am ready to join you now, brothers. You and I, let us leave this place together.
Surely my king didn't forget me in this desolate place where no one else is around me. I believe we can get the next upgrade from the Seer. And now we can go southwest. Now we're going to the actual spiders part of the spider cave. So this enemy might seem very intimidating when you first enter the area, but if you just have patience, they're pretty easy. Their gimmick is that if you strike them before they're open, they will attack immediately instead of giving you like an opening. Basically, the wind-up of their attack becomes instant instead of, you know, the... Why is this here? That's too conspicuous to be useless. The point is, don't attack that enemy head on. Hello, spider. You're like the least spidery spider I've ever seen. You're just an orb with legs. I mean, some spiders are that, but spiders have two body segments, not just one. They have a head and abdomen. And these spiders appear to be just head. And very useful for traversal, because I can just pogo off of you. Because I know there is a charm for us to get in this vicinity. But I don't remember if it's this... Hello. And goodbye. I do remember that grub. I should heal when I can. Here it is. So I was in the right direction. Good. The Weaver's Den. Hera. You know what? Give me a moment, chat. I have something to look up that's potentially interesting. I think it's in this area. Okay, I was thinking of a different area. The secret here is different. than what I'm remembering. Well, there is a secret here, but it's not the funny secret. It's the spooky lore secret. Weaver song. Princess. For protection. And I believe, aside from the funny thing I'm looking for... Well, I could leave, but I can't remember... There's something here that's a little vague. That's just a rancid egg. Oh, I need healing. I'm bad. Oh, thank you. I need more soul. And I believe I approach you. Do I approach you from the right? No, because to the right is that. There we go. If I did remember correctly. You're here. You're not really required. I did clear out most enemies. And I'm really close to the end. These pitfalls. Oh, we're here already. So this small house, I know there's not friends. They lied. There's no bench here. Not that it matters. Like from a technical standpoint, it doesn't matter if it's right next to a skip travel point.
That pass you hold, it is not for that ghastly machine, the tram. I hope you're not thinking of riding on that grotesque contraption. The thought a mere machine could attempt what we stags do. Foolish. Very foolish. Ah, little one. Where are we? I've never been to this station. There's a strange air of danger to it. Let me take you somewhere safer, quickly.
I agree. Let's go to Dirtmouth. I know it's Dirtmouth, but the idea that it could be Dirtmouth, like Dartmouth, I don't know. Can we go? Can we go in here? Is she sleeping? She is. White Wanderer, don't be shy. Cold outside, bed is soft. So this hasn't changed. And now we can hold more soul. And might as well empty his store.
Back again? You know I haven't any stock left, yes? You've cleaned me out. Or were you hoping to sneak a peek at my mountain of Geo? Well, it's mine now, and fairly traded.
Faring well on your adventures below? Well, I had an adventure of my own while you were gone. I don't usually visit the town's graveyard, but I thought I'd go and visit the grave of an old friend. As I was walking along the tombstones, I noticed a strange kind of chanting coming from somewhere nearby. Extremely sinister chanting. I looked around to find the source, and I saw two bright, horrible, huge eyes staring in front at me from the door of a dark cave. I pretended I hadn't heard the voice or seen the eyes and scurried back to town. My friend will have to wait a little longer for her visit.
So that's the only new thing he has to say. Alright. I believe we only have 2 skip travel points left. Well, in a way, 3. 2 or 3. It depends on how you count the technically final one. I don't think there's any secrets in the distant village. Not that I'm recalling. It's a big room. You'd think they'd hide stuff, but they're not mean. Gotta go eat. Alright. Stream's ending surprisingly soon. Welcome. You need rest. Sit and rest. It is warm and safe. Sit and rest. Please sit and rest. We are friends. Welcome. Sit and rest. Greetings. You are very tired. Sit and rest. We are now in the den of the beast. I know there is at least one grub in here. Rest. Hi boy. Dame un momento. Hello chat. Just here to say I have to run a very... Alright, I kept getting interrupted. Okay, what I wanted to say is, moment, I'm gonna be right back. I have to run an errand. So, fortunately that errand is literally across the street, so, BRB. Hello, chat. I see someone literally just left as I got back because it shows me the view count. Rip them. Sorry if the wait was too long. But now we can finish the Den of Beast. Is it called Den of Beast? Something Beast. Something Den. I don't know. But I do want to end the stream soon, and I do have a moment to end it on, at least. Oh. Filled up our soul, nice. I hear a grub. And I see the glow of the grub. Hi. I think that grub's basically free. By free I mean like just given to you because it's just there for you. A sleeping figure lays atop the stone plant. Can't attack them. So all that's left is to dream nail them. Bound for brood, for child. Fair bargain made. Give all for her. For her. Oh, she's not here. Oh, that makes me sad. So if you go to the Kingdom's Edge first and you fight Hornet the second time, she'll be here and give you some exposition on how she's mourning for the loss of Hera. The implication here is that through some means, Hornet is Hera's adoptive daughter. Like, Hornet is both created slash, like, actually born. I don't know, it's kind of unclear. The point is, we did just kill Hornet's mother. How sad. And now to get out of this hole. Well, not hole, just den. The way out is something I've forgotten. I always get lost momentarily when I'm here. I don't want to fight you. Some more money that we really don't need. That's the trilobite thingy, so we're on the right path. Well, the right path to get out, I mean. Bench. Yep, and everything... It's not explained. All these guys just died after trying to capture us. And I believe... So we did Galeon, we got the tram pass, did Nosk. There seems to be a little area over there that we didn't do. I know there's one charm we couldn't get. And there's a tram in the underside. But we more or less did everything in Deep Nest. So, next time on Hollow Knight, we'll be tackling the other dreamer, the one in the funk... Actually, no. Next time on Hollow Knight, we'll be going to the Kingdom's Edge and see what lies in the east. And hopefully, if there's enough time, take care of another dreamer. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a lovely evening, and see you next time. I don't know when the next stream will be, since I kind of stream on a whim, which I know people like scheduling out when they watch stuff. But, yeah, see you next time.